He spent a lot of time in the backyard and showed him that you have to use ball fakes and shot fakes and use your head and your body to throw the defense off. He's a star in that area.
7'5" Will Foster will check in for Sakurai. Mentioned Bolt, he told us as well his freshman year that it's kind of a deer in headlights. Had the opportunity to work out with John Stockton, and in that workout had to break the press of Darren Williams and D. Brown. Welcome to Gonzaga, right?
Yeah, and Mark Few, who scared him to death, was actually watching.
There he is, almost falls out of bounds, but gets it to Foster, back up top for Goodson.
Boy, they're shadowing Bolden. They never leave him.
Harris shows his range in the mid-range game, rather. He has 4 in the early going, averages 14 per game, and leads Gonzaga, shooting 58% from the field. Smelters has the big guy, 7'5" Will Foster, up top out of his comfort zone to Rivio. Rivio guarded closely by Kong, gets a pick to Ito. Ito loses the handle, turns it over, and quickly the other way go to Zags. They like to push up top, and Harris throws it down, plus the foul.
Elias Harris is a long, athletic leaper from Germany. We asked him today in German, how do you say the word dunk? And he smiled and said, it's dunk. It's the same. Dunk. It's the same in any language.
Nothing lost in translation on that play, that's for sure. Harris cannot complete the three-point play, rebounded by Sigma. He had 19 in the last game for the Pilots. First time in 30 years anybody did that for Portland.
Gonzaga likes to run zone, but against the shooters from Portland, that would be a dangerous way to play.
Stoll with the head fake, gets around Bolden. Inside low post for Sigma. Sigma, the turnaround, no good. Rebounded by Jason Hannibal, but out of bounds. Back to Gonzaga. Women's college basketball continues on ESPNU Sunday with 2 games. Action begins in the Big East at 1 Eastern as C. Vivian Stringer's Rutgers Scarlet Knights take on the Pittsburgh Panthers. Then at 6 Eastern, catch an SEC showdown, the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs women's basketball on ESPNU Sunday.
2-3 zone.
They're working around the Bolden. Inside now for Gibbs, back to Bolden, and it's stuck. Now that's a jump ball, and it stays with Gonzaga. Well, Matt Bolden can do it all, including miss a shot and get the ball back.
I bet he could take 1,000 shots and not stick it in the corner of the rim again.
Leads the Bulldogs 15 points per game. Also leads the team in assists with a little over 4. Inside to Grant Gibbs, a redshirt freshman out of Marion, Iowa. Averages just 11 minutes per game, but he's getting some action here in the early going as the Bulldogs have a 12-7 lead with 13-18 remaining in the first half.
And Gibbs getting early minutes because sharpshooter Stephen Gray, 2 early fouls.
Stoll pulls up, out of bounds, it'll stay with the Pilots.
Now, so far, the pace in this game a little slower than anticipated. Last year in a shootout, 43-42, a Portland lead at halftime, and then in the second half, Mark Few threw a zone, and that completely shut out the Pilots.
2 losses last year, 93-78 and also 67-50. That one at Gonzaga. Campbell pulls up, knocks it down with Gibbs guarding it. First points for him. Bolden thought about it, back over to Gibbs. And the Pilots will stay with that 2-3 zone. Gibbs lost it for a minute, pulls it back in. A lot of cross-court passes on this set. Double teamed in the low post again, back outside for Bull Kong, and he throws it away. Bull Kong, a redshirt sophomore out of Vancouver, British Columbia. He is of Sudanese descent. He was born in the Sudan and moved to Canada when he was 7 years old. Has dual citizenship in both of those countries. Had to redshirt last year because he was still waiting for his visa.
A lot of Canadians in this game.
Six Canadians on either side in this one. A couple of Germans as well.
Instead of substitutions, maybe we should call them line changes.
And a foul on Gibbs.
I watched this Gonzaga team when they played in Hawaii and felt like their best defense was a zone. Over the course of this game, because they are so young, I do think that they will play some zone, probably 2-3, but they're going to have to extend it out to cover that three-point line.
The second player of Sudanese descent, Mengistu Arap, checks into the game, number 1 for Gonzaga. Campbell has it, working on Bolden, doubled as he drives back outside. No good from Sikma, hauled in by Khan. And anybody will work it up the court for this Gonzaga team. They like to move.
You notice they're covering Bolden at about 23 feet. They have a lot of respect for his range.
Thought about it again. Bolden a little slow on the offensive end to start, but a nice pass inside, and count it. Harris again. Just threw it up and it went in.
Please, I have to see it again.
Let's see it in as we go to break. 14-9 Gonzaga. Gonzaga with the early lead, 14-9, about halfway through the first half. And Elias Harris on this last play showing what Gonzaga likes to do. Look at that space, Tim.
Yeah, offensively, Gonzaga has NBA caliber spreading of the defense. It's the #1 emphasis in the NBA. They create space. You get gaps and seams, and what a delivery. And so far, Elias Harris has found out that if he gets open, he will get the ball. He's 4 out of 4, and look at the caliber of shot that he's had.
High percentage. He has 9 points already. He is tied with the Pilots just on his own. As the Bulldogs have a 5-point lead, he'll go to the line to try and convert this 3-point play. Missed the chance earlier, he misses again. 0 for 2 from the line. Long rebound pulled in by Rivio, and he'll push. Sikma falls down. Campbell has it in the corner. Back out top Sikma. Niedermeyer. The Smelders. Niedermeyer will try a 3. No good. Gonzaga off and running again. Bolden.
Really no deception in what Gonzaga wants to do. Get it and go. Transition defense is there, then you run your half-court motion offense.
Coach Reveno told us he wanted to get back on offense, wanted to run on his own on the offensive breaks, but very important that they get back. And an offensive foul inside on Sacre called for the elbow. That's his second foul, so some early foul trouble for Gonzaga. Sacre with 2, Gray already with 2 as well.
He's bullying down in the paint. Pretty good defensive position inside. I think Smelders has really become a much tougher player over the course of his career. Eric Reveno said that when he came in as a freshman, a little bit soft. He was kind of one of those European guys that's always complaining and whining to referees.
Campbell too short. Rebounded by yet another freshman on this Gonzaga team, Kelly Olynyk. Goodson, brother of former Texas A&M running back. Outside Olynyk, knocks it down. You hear the Gonzaga faithful who have made the trip for this game.
Well, what an electric crowd this is. And Mark Few said, we've played big-time opponents, but they've been really high-power conference schools. Now all of a sudden, he wants to see how his young players react to a hostile environment like this. You know, for instance, they played Illinois at the United Center.
Nothing new for this team.
No.
Nothing new. You mentioned the United Center. They played early on at Michigan State. It was a good learning opportunity despite the loss. And Portland struggling from 3 in the early going. Rivio misses that time. Bounce pass from Bolden inside for Olynyk. And he gives them props on the way back down the court. 5 very quickly off the bench for the freshman from British Columbia.
You know, Bolden's got 4 assists already.
You can share the ball. That's what he averages on the year. Dangerous pass inside, but it works to Smelders. Robin Smelders with his 4th point of the game. 6'10" senior from Germany.